came to you in prayer with a humble heart. Please guide us and give us strength as we navigate through this day. Help us to be a vessel of your love and kindness to make a positive impact in the world.
May your presence be with me always, and may I always strive to do your will. Thank you for your blessings and for the gift of life. Amen.
Over to you, Ambassador Lukas Adarabioyo.
All right. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you once again for the privilege to speak at this masterclass again, and I would never take it for granted. My name Lukas Emmanuel Adarabioyo. As mother have said earlier, I'm a scriptwriter, a writer, also I'm a filmmaker, a director of cinematography, and editor. I had those skills recently to my portfolio just because I see that there's a need for me to have them because they go in lines with what the world is actually saying these days. So I'm also um, I'm also someone that loves arting and media generally at large. I base here in Nigeria from recently. I just moved to Nigeria recently, all the way from Gambia down to Nigeria. So continue the work of the Father. So now, this morning, I'll be speaking on building connection and collaboration in any relationship. Building connection and collaboration in any relationship. Now, I discovered that if anybody wants to go far, like if you want to move fast in life, move alone. But you want to go far, you go with people. That is the adage people are saying. So I want us to understand that if anybody wants to do anything, excuse me, sorry. All right, sorry for that little interruption. So if anybody wants to go far in life, needs to go on the shoulders of people. You need to go on the shoulder of people. So collaboration, you cannot collaborate with someone if you have not connected. It is the connect.
Bear with us. It's just a connection. We continue from there. Hello. Okay. So he's talking about the connection, building connection and collaboration. How do you build that right from the beginning? Because the foundation is very, very important. If you can build your relationship, then you can build your connection. And I think the connection is the first stage for you to go in, connect with people, and then to maintain it, you need to continue to build connection. And then when you now know each other better, then you'll be thinking of maybe both of you has something in common, or maybe some both of you realize that your vision is in line with one another, or it's related. Then you start thinking of collaboration. But you connection will give you more power for you to know who you are connecting with, who you are associating with, what are they doing. So that's the time that you need to know them better and assess them, assess what they are doing. Is it resonate with what you want to do? Is it resonate with what you're doing? Is it resonate with your organization? Then you start thinking of collaboration. And when you start thinking about collaboration and you exchange hands together in partnership, then the next thing is, how do you want to work together? Then working together, you need to look at the areas that they are working on and what you are, especially the projects that you want to do. Should we do it together or should we do it alone? Should we involve others to carry on that project or that event? Because like me, for example, I think the way forward for Y.Y.C.I International is to join other organizations to collaborate for event. Because I mean, as you can see, I don't mind doing all kinds of things, but it comes to a stage in someone's life that you have to let go and allow other people to continue to do what you want to do or what two of you have to do together. It broadened your knowledge, it strengthened the organization, and it also expand the capacity of the organization or relationship. Over to you, Ambassador Lukas Adarabioyo.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma. I'm so sorry for the network interruption the last time. Like I was saying, that before you can collaborate with anybody, you must have a connection with the person. And before you can have any connection with anybody in building a relationship, there must be some question you must ask yourself. Number one, who am I? What did I stand for? What are my core values of life? What is my voice? If all these questions have not been answered, you may have a conflict in your relationship that you want to connect with someone. And all these things needs to be addressed by personally attend to yourself. It's just like when we're so small, then we pick a magnet and you want to use it to pick another magnet. You see, if they have not the same pole, they will be repelling to each other just because they don't share the same value. They do not share they do not have the same identity. So, but when they have the same connection, they magnet themselves together and they'll be there until there's an external force to separate them. So that is why you must first address yourself as a person to know yourself, your core value, what you stand for, what is your voice. If people mention your name today, what is the first thing that will register in their mind? When all these things is being addressed, this is what will help you to connect with people. There is one thing that I carefully studied, understudied from our mother, yeah, Queen Elizabeth, Lukas, is that she does not just allow people in her inner cycle. She allowed those that have the same core value with her because she has defined herself earlier. She knows who she is. She knows what she stands for. Earlier this morning, before we start this program, she was sharing with us, myself and Dr. Favor Evergreen, that she has turned so many invitations to US just because the time is not yet available. Assuming it's a random person that just say anything goes. As they give her the invitation from UN, oh, I'm going, oh, UN has invited me. No, because she knows what she stands for. She knows that, oh, my time is not yet. It's not yet time for me to go to US. That is why she turned it down. And she said when the time reaches, she's going. So we need to answer all these questions. When you discover, you see that sometimes in a relationship, any context, relationship of any context, either in marriage, in family, in politics, in any context, what caused the conflict is because either one of the parties or the both parties have not yet defined who they are. And when these things have not yet been resolved, you will keep having conflicts in your relationship. That is why, before any connection, you yourself identify what you stand for. That is what will help you. I could remember many years ago, and in situation happened. There was an heavy rain flow. I was in Ekiti State then. There was an heavy rain flow. I entered in a particular building just to be there for a meantime. Then the rain went down a little bit. I saw someone going towards my direction with an umbrella. Then I followed the person that, oh, please, can I join you since you are moving towards the direction? I followed the person, unknowing that we are heading towards different destinations. Though we are going towards the same direction, but in different destinations, which made me to get stuck along the road because I connected with someone that is moving in the same direction with mine, but different destination. So when you don't know what you stand for, you may be following people that is moving in your same direction or knowing they are going in different, they are having different destination with yours. So you must know all these things. That when all these are being resolved, then you cannot connect with people with of like-minded. After you are connected with people with like-minded, then you cannot collaborate. Collaboration is the last stage. It is connection first before collaboration. Before you connect, there must be something you yourself must have addressed yourself before you connect, then you now move to the stage of collaboration. I put some things here. I say connection is the foundation of relationship. Guys, connection refers to the emotional or psychological bond between individuals. It involves understanding, empathy, and shared experiences. Without connection, a relationship lacks depth and trust. If there is no connection between us, our relationship will lack depth and trust. It is the connection that build trust, and it is the trust that make the connection to last longer, that will move the relationship a little step further into collaboration. I said emotional safety. When people feel seen, heard, and valued, they open up freely. If we get connected, and I felt that in this relationship, I felt valued, you valued me, like the way you see our mother here, the way she valued every one of us, the way
she gave us a voice. He let our voice to be heard. And she gave us the visibility that we needed. You see, that builds an emotional safety. It builds this vulnerability, strengthen the bond. When you are being heard, when you are being seen, and when you are being valued, it strengthens the bond that we have. The next one is mutual respect. Connection helps cultivate mutual respect and appreciation for each other's value. For each other values, strengths, and differences. It gives a mutual respect and appreciation for each other. The connection that we have here in Yes You Can, it gives us a mutual respect for each other values and strengths and differences. We know that, oh, this is the strength of so person, this is the difference of this so person, and this keeps a mutual values, a mutual respect. Then the next one is consistencies. Consistency and presence. A regular communication, like this masterclass hold every month, every first week of the month, the first Monday to Saturday of the month. You see that when this communication keeps going, that, oh, we keep seeing individual, keep hearing from individual. That is, a regular communication and presence, shared experience are vital to staying connected over time. It helps us to share, as in to stay connected over time because of this masterclass that's hold every day. I know that every month I will definitely see Dr. Favor Evergreen here. Every month I will know that Dr. Basi Mutai will definitely be on this call. Every month I know that Dr. Motola Shobawale will definitely be on this call because of this regular communication. Now, after connection, we move on to collaboration. It is our connection that builds collaboration. That is when we can now say, oh, we can collaborate together. You are into this and into this. Look at the example. Our mother was saying, like over 90 people, author, collaborating together to produce a book that will transform this generation and generations to come. Because the vision is that the book will be in all libraries across the globe, in various types of library across the globe. We don't know who will read this book and their life will change, transform, even when we are no more on this earth again. They will keep talking about the book just because you collaborate in writing to author the book. Collaboration, the engine of growth. Why connection lays the foundation? Collaboration sustain and strengthen the relationship through shared efforts and purpose. You see what I'm saying the other time? If you yourself have not yet defined your purpose, you have not yet defined who you are, you cannot connect. You may go and connect with the wrong person, like connecting with someone that is going to the same direction with you, but having a different destination because you don't have the same purpose, you don't have the same value. So, when one of the things that collaboration brings is teamwork, working together towards common goals, fosters unity. It shows mutual commitment and builds interdependency. When you collaborate, there is always a teamwork. There is one thing I have understood about collaboration is that it strengthens your power of teamwork, which will help a lot. It helps you because this world, as a matter of fact, this world it does not build alone. For those of us that are Christian, we believe that this world was created by God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, but collaboration. God discovered that man should not live alone. That is why He created Eve for him, collaboration. Even in the politics, we have three arms of government: the executive, the legislative, the judiciary, collaboration. Do we see that we cannot do without collaboration? We strengthen the teamwork inside of us. It brings out the teamwork, the spirit of teamwork inside of us. The next one, problem solving. Collaborating to overcome challenges brings people closer and build resilience in the relationship. The book that will be launched next month, there are packs of problem solving inside that book. Packs of problem solving inside the book. That if anybody should lay his or hand on the book, we discover that there are a lot of problems that will be solved in the book. That is the spirit of collaboration. Queen Elizabeth, Lukas Afolalu, seeing that she cannot solve this problem alone, she brought every one of us together. Come with your own problem solving. Bring it. Let's join hands together. It's a teamwork. Let's join hands together and solve a generational problem. Not just a dispensation problem, but a generational problem. A problem solving that is going to outlive us. That is what we are talking about here. Then the next one is growth and progress. When both parties contribute, the relationship involves. The relationship evolves. That is, collaboration ensures that growth is not one side. One of the vision of our mom here, what she keeps telling me all the time, that I want to watch you grow, is that every one of us will grow. Her joy is that when she hears from every one of us, is that we keep sharing our growth with her. It is not about only her growing. Our joy is seeing every one of us growing as well. That is what it takes, collaboration. I will still refer back again. Purpose, definition of who you are. If all those have not been well dealt with, we won't be talking about collaboration today. That is one thing about collaboration. It brings growth and progress. A strong connection without collaboration might feel warm but stagnant. I take that again. A strong connection without collaboration might feel warm but stagnant. Collaboration without connection might feel productive but transactional. Blending both, blending both ensures, number one, there's a mathematical analysis here, ensures that trust plus action, trust plus action gives a lasting bonding. By the time you blend connection and collaboration together, it gives you trust plus action, which is lasting bonding. Imagine I connect with you, and in our connection, we move on collaborating together, doing different types of projects together. Imagine the way the bond will last. The bond will last longer. The next one, When you bind, when you blend connection and collaboration together, it gives you empathy plus engagement, which is which is going to result to mutual fulfillment. There's going to be a mutual fulfillment that wow, I am fulfilled. As I'm planning to round up, in any context, either family, either friendship, either marriage, either business, either relationship, either in politics, in team dynamics, connection makes it personal, but collaboration makes it powerful. I repeat this again. In any context of relationship, connection makes it personal, but collaboration makes it powerful. So don't just only connect, but take a step further by collaborating again. Execute projects together. Execute different tasks together. You will discover a mind blowing of bonding you will have. I will end with this. Connection brings emotional depth to the relationship, laying the foundation for a bond that grows over time. Connection brings emotional depth to the relationship, laying the foundation for a bond that grows over time. In essence, knowing someone nurtures the art of the relationship, while collaborating with them keeps it alive, growing, and visible to the world. I take that again. Knowing someone that is connecting with someone nurtures the art of the relationship, while collaborating with them keeps it alive, growing, and visible to the world. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for the active listening. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Lucas Adarabioyo, for starting today, the 10th of April 2025, YYCI Masterclass with a powerful um, topic that you've presented to us today. I believe that one is part of your chapter in the book because our able, honorable leader, Dr. Ambassador Omotola Sobowale, just um, put an hint into that you're already selling the book with your presentation. So I believe that what you've presented today is it part of your topic on the chat box? I mean, on the book. If not, you still have work to do. Like
It's
I said
part
right
of
from
what
the beginning. Oh,
uh,
okay. So
I said
thank you.
it's part of what you asked me to add.
Right. Okay. We open the floor for a few minutes. If you have any questions to ask our brother, any questions? Any questions? If we are really listening, there should be one or two questions for him to answer. But if not, we can move on. But I will ask this question. Ambassador Lucas, you're talking about collaboration, connection. Okay. One question I need to ask before you reach that connection, what should be the first stage before you reach connection? Make you to think,
Please, ma, repeat the
eh?
question, ma. The
Before the
network.
connection, what will be the first stage? Because definitely you need to see the people you want to connect with. So how do you go about that? Do you connect in your kitchen or your bedroom.
All right, ma. Okay, ma. Like what I said, the foundation of it all starts from yourself,
Okay.
myself.
Yeah.
When I have defined who am I, what I stand for, then I look out for people that share the same values with me, that stand for the same things I stand for. I look out for them. Okay, let me cite this example. I define what I stand for. I have been hearing about you, I think for 2 years now, but we get connected a year ago. So I've been hearing about you on Facebook. I said, wow, I think this is
We
someone
got connected
I can
by
connect
we got connected from one of these amazing
ambassador.
institute of teacher training center, shared by Dr. Ambassador Dennis. That is where, and then from there you invited me to be part of your book launching. So I remember. Yeah, continue.
Yes, ma'am. The invitation for the book launching is a strategy.
Mm, mm,
What am I trying to say is that I have heard about you and I see that, oh, if I want to get connected to this person, I don't, how can I do it? I don't know. But I said, okay, let me do it in this way. Since I have my value, I see we share same value together. Okay, I put a book in writing. Then one thing that came to my mind that this book that I'm putting in writing, the person I'm inviting for the book launch of this book to be the guest speaker, the chief launcher of the book, is going to be Queen Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu. And that is how I got to know about your masterclass. And from there, I got to know I'm here today speaking because I first defined who am I. Then I look out for those people that share the same value with me. It's not that maybe you have someone that share the same value with you. You now start going like now. Let's say we have this person. Um, let's say I have Donald Trump share the same value with me. I want to get connected with him. I can't just walk up to the White House and say, "Oh, Donald
mm.
Trump, I want to get connected with him." No,
Like
it must be
Dr.
strategic.
Evergreen. Yeah, continue.
Exactly, ma. It has to be strategic. So
Mm-hmm.
you take it like that. You don't just barge in just like that. You have to, it must be in a strategic order. And gradually, it may be that I have to pay for their courses. I have to buy their books. They have to see
Mm.
that
Now
indeed
you
this
are
person is
talking.
intentional in what
Yes.
he or she is doing. You have to be intentional about it, not just go in like that, or else the door is closed. So that
Mm-hmm.
is
That
about
that
it,
that
man.
that that and just to add to what you just said, which is very, very important. Firstly, I will use myself as an example. I've been dreaming to be in this kind of position for the past 35 years. I've been encouraging and supporting and helping and inspiring people right from when I was a teenager. So, but people, don't, people you are helping don't have the value. They don't know the value of what you are doing for them. And so some
Mm,
of them might abuse it, some of them will move on, some of them will forget about how they started and other things like that. But as time goes on, in 2018, a Canadian leader came to UK and challenged me to say, you know what, you can write. And when you write, it's not just writing a book. You can use your book to introduce you to the world. I say, really? Okay. So, and that is how, and I know that I've been telling people right from the beginning, even before I got married, I keep encouraging people, you can get married, you can stay in the marriage, it is still possible. It is still, so I've been saying all these things, but then I needed a product, like you said, and that product will come from who I am. Right. So I now created this book called Yes You Can, because Yes You Can is my story. Yes You Can is my story, is my signature, and it's also to tell the world that this is how you can start, because that is my story, that is my journey. So, and how did you say, you can't just say to yourself or say to other people that yes you can without you giving your own example. So in that book of Yes You Can, I practically share how I break loose, or how I had my breakthrough from being I can't for 30 years to become I can. And then immediately after reading that book, my mentor then from Canada, this said to me is that your first book should be a seed. Don't be after selling the book, but use it as a seed in the hands of people. And I could remember that when I first had the book, I printed at least about thousands books out, and half of the book was really placed in the hands of key leaders here in UK, even members of the parliament, and key leaders. Even whenever I traveled or I attend conferences, I give them the book free. I went to Dubai, I gave them the book free. So that is what I was doing, only to realize that it comes to this stage. That time I didn't have Yes You Can International. It was another organization, another institute, another university here in UK that recognized my gift, recognized Yes You Can book, that he now invited me during COVID and awarded me Author of Greatness. And that was where the insight now came and said, okay, if I'm the author of greatness, how do I help other people to be their own author of their own story? And that is how we go about this Yes You Can International. And we stand for three things. If you still remember, some of you that have been with me, Dr. Motola, Dr. Suprata, Ambassador Mutiela, and others that have been with me for a long time, you will know that we stand for 3 Ds. Let me remind ourselves. 3 Ds is number one, discovery. Like Ambassador Lukas said, you have to discover yourself. You have to discover who you are. You have to discover your gift. You have to discover your talent. You have to discover your strength and your weakness. You have to discover your potentials. And you have to identify your purpose. So that is all comes under discover. And then after discovery, then you have to develop something. You can't just see something and just leave it like that. So you need to add value to what you have discovered. So you have to add value to yourself, studying, going for conferences, masterclass, learning from others, reading books. There was a time I used to say it, and it is true. My family can testify that my book is more than my book is my wardrobe. It's more than my clothes. I'm not after clothing, but I can invest a lot of money in books and resources. So that one I use to develop what I have discovered. And then when you have discovered what you have, and when you have developed, when you are developing, because you can't stop, when you are developing what you have discovered, then you can demonstrate who you are for people to see your skills, your work. I say to people, I challenge people, don't let people see your face, let them see your work, because your work will go far and your work will speak louder voice. So thank you so much. Let us not go any further, and thank you for your answer. Okay,